Are you experiencing strange physical sensations, intense emotions, and perhaps even a crisis of identity? Well, if you are, you may have accidentally or spontaneously awakened the powerful force of Kundalini energy. And the journey ahead may be bumpy, but don't worry, we're here to guide you through that journey and show you how to turn this experience into one of growth and transformation. See, Kundalini awakening is a spiritual experience that happens when the dormant energy located at the base of the spine is awakened, Muladhara chakra. This energy is often described as a serpent coiled at the base of the spine. Now, serpents get a bad rap, don't they, especially in Christian theology, but no, this doesn't mean you've awakened a demon or something like this. These are just crazy belief systems. But nonetheless, this energetic serpent is waiting to be unleashed. See, Kundalini is in everybody, and of course, if it's in you, it must be natural, and if it's natural, it's not to be feared. But make no mistake, this Shakti, it's in all of us, but this experience can happen to us intentionally through practices like meditation or pranayama or yoga or prayer, or it can happen without warning. And this type of awakening is considered to be fairly common in the spiritual world, but in our Western society, Kundalini awakenings are considered fairly rare. I'm Jamie, and I run the Yogic Tradition, which is a school for higher learning and spiritual development. We have helped hundreds of aspirants over the years with the proven structure to their awakening, giving them the battle-tested tools to make their awakening a joy instead of a fight. And if you want to find out a little bit more about how we do that and the methods we use, then you can dive into our free training series, and that's down below. See, the awakening of Kundalini energy is often described as a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can bring about profound spiritual growth and deeper understanding of the self, but also a deeper connection to the divine within. But on the other hand, it can bring about intense physical, emotional, and mental turmoil. The awakening can be so disruptive sometimes that it can leave the individual feeling like their life has been turned upside down, and that was certainly my experience. They may experience physical discomfort, such as muscle twitching and pranic shakings and stuff like this, or spontaneous movements, spontaneous kriyas. And the intense emotional and mental experiences of the Kundalini awakening can leave an individual feeling completely overwhelmed and lost. They might experience intense feelings of fear and anxiety, depression, or euphoria. And that was the same as me as I was going through my university degree. I had a massive awakening experience, and then my whole system went into shutdown with intense fears. All of that suppressed trauma and emotion that I'd suppressed throughout my life was coming up because it had been shunted. It was like opening Pandora's box. But the awakening of Kundalini energy can challenge the individual's sense of self too, which will lead to a crisis of identity and a feeling of total disconnection with the world, but also total disconnection with the previous identity that they had. And this can be incredibly isolating and a confusing time, leaving that person feeling like they're the only one experiencing these challenges. But the truth is, they aren't alone, and we want to prove that to you. So we released an app on the App Store and Google Play called Undercover Yogi, and you can download it now. It's totally free to sign up, and you can engage in some free yoga, jump on our free live streams, and connect with like-minded individuals in our Sangha that are going through exactly the same experience as you. Now, the dark side of Kundalini awakening can manifest in ways that disrupt the individual's mental and emotional stability, leading to symptoms like psychosis, depression, and anxiety. The trick is, some psychiatrists are really good, but obviously some, they don't have this spiritual knowledge, so it's best to come and find somebody who's a spiritual practitioner and somebody who's experienced, hopefully with personal experience, that's gone through this before. This awakening can also bring up, as we mentioned earlier, unresolved psychological and emotional issues leading to a crisis of identity, and it can become a little bit dangerous when you don't have that experienced spiritual practitioner by your side. taking advice from all over the internet and doing some DIY awakening is not what we recommend. The gurus and the greats of times past that have gone before us never did that, so why should we? If Kundalini awakening has happened accidentally or spontaneously, it's important to understand that it's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of a new one. This journey is about finding the right support, and that can bring some relief and the right guidance to navigate this experience. So it's really important on this journey, if this has happened to you, that you find the right support and guidance to navigate the experience. It's also important to note that awakening Kundalini on purpose is definitely not recommended and can be dangerous without proper guidance and preparation. But that's why we're here, not to help you activate Kundalini, but to provide a path forward for those that have already experienced it. In this stage of the journey, it's all about integration. Once you've had the awakening experience, it's about integration and finding balance and maturation. It's a time to learn how to live with the new energy and incorporate it into your life in a healthy way. So when approached with caution, though, Kundalini awakening can be miraculous, can be hugely transformative and a life-changing experience. And it can bring a deeper connection to the divine and lead to a greater self-awareness and deep spiritual growth, which is powerful, right? But while the journey of Kundalini awakening can be challenging, it also can be incredibly rewarding, as we just mentioned. Remember, always approach it with caution and seek guidance from a qualified spiritual teacher and experienced spiritual practitioner. And never forget, the divine is within us all, just waiting to be discovered, just waiting to be unlocked. See, if this has happened to you and this video has resonated, then you're going to want to know the difference between states and stages of your awakening. And we've made a video for you here about that. So feel free to click and enjoy that video. But whatever you choose to do, lots of love. Namaste.